Okay, we might kick off for today then. Welcome to the Melbourne Convention Bureau webinar, our first one for 2021, and it's lovely to connect with you again. Hope you had a very prosperous Christmas and New Year, and we're very much looking forward to kicking into business events for 2021. Before we kick off, my name is Joanna Gary, and I'm the Director of Corporate Meetings and Incentives at Melbourne Convention Bureau. And I would like to acknowledge that I am hosting this webinar today from the land of the Wurundjeri people and extend that acknowledgement to the traditional custodians of the various lands that you are joining us from today. I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and celebrate the diversity of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples and their ongoing cultures and connections to the lands and waters of Victoria. So in today's webinar, we have a fantastic number of partners joining us today to give you an update on what's happening at their venues. We have Michael from the W Melbourne, the newest hotel in Melbourne, Akila from ExpoNet, and Alana from the Arts Centre Melbourne. If you do have any questions, please pop them into the chat box below. If we can answer them on the spot, we will do. Otherwise, we will raise them at the end to our partners once the presentations are finished. Melbourne is open for business, which is very exciting. The Victorian Government has a public events framework that provides all the information that you need to run a successful business event. There are different requirements and phases depending on what type of event you are running. There are tiers based on the number of patrons you have and the complex nature of your event. We do recommend that you go to the vic.gov.au website to get the information that you need. Also, if you work with your preferred venue, such as the Arts Centre or the W Melbourne, if you are wanting to hold a business event there, they will be able to help you and guide you through the steps you need and how they can assist you to run your event successfully. If you do have any questions, you can always come to Melbourne Convention Bureau, or as I said, go to the vic.gov.au website, which has all of the information that you need for the running of safe COVID events. Melbourne and what's on, super exciting to announce that we do have a number of events on now or in the pipeline for 2021. So Harry Potter and the Cursed Child has resumed at the Princess Theatre. It's the only, there's obviously a number of versions of this play happening around the world, but this is the only one to have resumed thus far, which is very exciting for us. Moulin Rouge, the musical, is set to open at the Regent Theatre in August, and tickets are on sale now. The Australian Centre for the Moving Image, which is also known as ACMI, has undergone a very large redevelopment and is now back open at Fed Square. For those of you who don't know what ACMI is, it's the National Museum of Screen Culture, so celebrates everything to do with film and TV and the moving image. So very interactive, engaging museum, which is now back open in Federation Square. The Formula One Grand Prix has been moved from March, but will occur in November this year. The National Gallery of Victoria have announced their winter exhibition, which will be the French Impressionists, and that will start from June and go to October. And the State of Origin Game 1, which is obviously a massive event, particularly for our friends in Queensland and New South Wales, that will be held in Melbourne on the 9th of June. So great events to include in an incentive program or as an addition to a corporate meeting. Once again, I'd just like to reiterate that Melbourne Convention Bureau is here to help you. We have a number of support services are available that are completely free of charge. So anything from venue and destination referrals, itinerary creation, assistance with site inspections, sample itineraries, collateral images, videos, please just contact us via our website. The email address is there. Just please get in contact and we are happy to help you and with any of your business event needs. I'm now going to pass you over to Michael, from the W Melbourne. So Michael, if you would like to take over and you can start your presentation.
Thank you so much, Joanna. Michael Fletcher here from W Melbourne. I'm going to just share my screen with you in just one moment, and that way we can take it from there. Brilliant. So this is your Backstage access pass to W Melbourne, and my email address is just on the screen there for you at michael.fletcher@whotels.com should you need anything. The first thing we're going to jump into is obviously our commitment to clean, and Melbourne is open for business, and this is our commitment to clean. So our ongoing cleaning of public areas, our accommodation, our restaurants and bars practicing social distancing, our internal training of our W teams, our touchless check-in and check-out services by the Marriott Bonvoy app, our partnership with Ecolab in regards to our chemicals and hospital grade disinfectants used in the hotel, and obviously physical distancing and specialised cleaning and hand sanitisers at every point. So W is definitely open for business and practicing, I guess, the new hotel amenity, which is our commitment to clean. W Melbourne is a brand new hotel for us at the moment. So this is a new brand into Melbourne, and therefore we've got some few brand points there we want to introduce you to. All W's around the world have music, fuel, fashion and design as part of their key pillars, and W Melbourne really speaks to all of those key pillars. Our location is located on Collins Arch, which is in between William Street and Market Street, right in the middle of the city centre of Melbourne. We're 23 kilometres away from Melbourne Airport, or 30 minutes, and also only a 1 kilometre walk from the MCEC. It's either 10 minutes by public transport on the number 12 tram, which stops right out the front on Collins Street, and also right out the front of the MCEC, or a very easy 12-minute walk as well. So diving, I guess, into W Melbourne and our location. So we're located in Collins Arch, which is made up of 3 precinct partners. So the first part there being W Melbourne, which is at 408 Flinders Lane, ground floor up to level 15. Then our residential luxury apartments, which goes across the top of the arch, and then an office tower at 447 Collins Street. But W Melbourne is the right-hand side of the unique tower there, which is ground floor up to level 15. The hotel itself has all its own private lifts and leisure facilities that are not shared with anyone else within that precinct as well. But a beautiful, striking new building that is obviously changing the skyline of Melbourne. So the hotel itself, our tagline as W Melbourne is called "A Rebel Between the Streets." Just to unpack that a little bit, we came up with the tagline of "A Rebel Between the Streets" is because the hotel, unlike everywhere else in Melbourne, we're located on Flinders Lane, in between Collins Street and Flinders Street. So W being a very rebellious brand, we kind of thought it would be good to, I guess, be that rebel in between the streets and highlighting our unique entrance on Flinders Lane of Melbourne. And that Flinders Lane entrance obviously also boasts that boutique nature, or that Melbourne feel when guests are arriving to the hotel, and I guess celebrating our laneway culture as a city. This is viewing into the living room of the hotel with that quintessential W logo out the front of the hotel, and you can already see the beautiful artwork that lights up like a lantern as you're looking into the hotel. On arrival to the hotel, it's a really journey of discovery. So the first reveal to revel moment, or moment of discovery, is on arrival to the hotel with a very unique piece of artwork. There's a whole lot of lightsabers hanging from the roof, and that creates the logo of W for our brand, and then also an M for Melbourne, looking at it from a different viewpoint when you exit your vehicle. This area in the hotel is called Wheels, and Wheels is our underground porte cochere area. Then you're immediately ushered into the hotel, and then that laneway feel immediately is available to you with its lenticular wall, and also the polished bluestone, very reminiscent of Melbourne's laneway cultures. And then at the end of the laneway, there's a beautiful bar space that we'll speak about in a moment. So our room product, we have 294 rooms in total. For our groups and events market, we contract our cosy, wonderful king rooms and fabulous double rooms, of which it makes up about 50% of the hotel. Our room types there in our cosy, wonderful king and fabulous doubles. We'll speak to all of those room types in one moment. So the first room type that I want to share with you is our cozy king room type. It's a 32 square metre room, so it is a large room. The name cozy actually comes from the heritage of the W brand, our New York hotels, which the rooms are obviously very small, but our entry-level product is at 32 square metres, which is a king room. And it's this beautiful, I guess, king room that's overlooking Collins Street and also Market Street. The bathroom of the cozy king room, you can see there's separate shower, separate bathtub in the wet room component there, and then also separate WC and beautiful amenities with that marble-clad black bathroom. The next room type here is called the Wonderful King, of which we have 80 in total in the hotel. The standout features for me in this room type here is called the kiosk, which has got Mel, our confident woman on the front of the kiosk, which actually doubles as your wardrobe. The kiosk actually came from the streetscape of Melbourne in the 1950s, where the newspapers would be sold out of the kiosk on the corners of Melbourne, and that's been designed into your wardrobe. The next major feature of this room type is actually the peel, which is the bed head. Melbourne's love of textiles and fashion. So the peel is demonstrating Melbourne's a city of layers. Peel back the layers and you find something wonderful. Out of shot in this room is the mix bar, and the mix bar is something that makes it uniquely Melbourne as well. So we've got 28 products in the mix bar, of which 26 of them are from Melbourne and 2 are from New South Wales. And in that wonderful king room, the beautiful bathroom, which is an oversized spa bathroom experience there, again with wet room, WC, and beautiful marble vanity space there. Every W room has GHG hair dryers, hand steamers as well, and really brings that luxury lifestyle element together. The next room type, very similar to the WW, the wonderful room, is our double room type. The difference in this room type is it has 2 double beds in it. They're 2 oversized double beds as well, so it can comfortably fit 2 adults and 2 children in this room type, but then exactly the same with that configuration with the bedding and then also the bathroom. And the final room type here is called the Fabulous Room King. It's just an oversized king room, and again with that same bathroom configuration in play. We also have our fantastic suite as a beautiful upgrade suite type. It's actually a suite that I'm sitting in today, sharing the presentation with you. And that bathroom for the fantastic suite. We have a number of dining offerings at the hotel. Opening in May, we'll have a Warabi restaurant, which will be our Japanese signature restaurant, only 39 seats in total. Lolo, which is our day, night and beyond restaurant. This is where breakfast, lunch and dinner and a bar service would take place 7 days a week in Melbourne at the moment. This is also operated by our culinary director, Adam De Silva. Adam De Silva is very famous in Melbourne for his other 2 Flinders Lane restaurants, Tonga and also Coda, and he brings a real Melbourne flavour to Lolo, our day, night and beyond restaurant. Our bar space, which is really a signature space of the hotel. Currently, it's opened from Thursday nights through to Saturday nights, 5 p.m. till late. And this is our underground bar experience. You actually enter into the bar from Market Street and you go down underground, and then there's 249 wooden pieces of joinery that make this beautiful underground bar space. Culprit, which will be our cafe and wine bar space, opening in May this year also. And this is great for people who just want to grab a coffee in the morning and then come back for a wine bar experience in the evening. And Wet, which is our pool bar area. As you can see, it has beautiful event capabilities with built-in DJ desk, outdoor terrace space, and also adjoining 24/7 fit, which is our hotel gymnasium space. Beautiful for any kind of cocktail party for up to 80 persons, licensed till 1 a.m. Our meetings and events. So we have the great room at 426 square metres and also the studio room. This is all on level 1 of the space with direct access from Collins Street. Our floor space as well. So you can see we can do up to 360 person banquet style, or under COVID restrictions, our great room can do 168 persons. This is our great room foyer. And our great room as well. A sample floor plan of our great room, you can see on the adjoining space there, divides into two unique areas. So 32 tables in total, or 320 persons, or with social distancing play, 28 tables at 6 persons on each, which is 160 persons. And our Studio One space also, which can do 6 tables of 10 persons or 60 persons with social distancing in play. We can do 4 tables at 6 packs on each, or 24 persons. So our takeaways from today is our location. So we're in Collins Arch. The hotel is now opened. We opened on February and we're taking group events. The hotel is equipped with the latest technology. Our commitment to clean, of touchless check-ins and deep cleaning of all of our rooms and public spaces. The power of the W brand, and only the second W to arrive into Australia. Our design-led offering, our 5 unique B&F offerings being Wabi, Lolo, Culprit, Curious and Wet. Our event spaces up to 500 persons in our 24-hour in-room dining, the power of the Bonvoy loyalty program, and Melbourne's first luxury lifestyle hotel, which I guess is really, shaking up the competitive set with outdated product and services. And W will disrupt the 5-star market and attract new clients who are seeking a remastered stay. Thank you once again. My name is Michael Fletcher and my email is on the screen. If you need anything, please give me a call.
Thanks, Michael. We'll pass over to Akila now at ExpoNet.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Joanna. Michael, that was an amazing presentation. The W seems like an amazing place to visit and stay. So just a quick introduction on myself. I'm Akila Ilyas and I'm an account manager at ExpoNet. I've been with the company for just over 5 years and I'm based in the Melbourne office. ExpoNet is an exhibition and event company that supplies temporary infrastructure. We've been around for over 40 years, with many of our staff being long-standing employees who have been with the company from the beginning. We have offices based along the east coast of Australia in Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane, which also services our Gold Coast clientele. Specialising in exhibitions and conferences, we offer a turnkey custom solution and work closely with organisers to capture their requirements for exhibitors, events and custom projects.
Sorry, Akila, are you showing a presentation at the moment?
Yes, I am.
It's just not showing on screen.
Let me... Is it... Oh.
Yep, and then just start the presentation.
Let me just go... I've got it started on my other screen.
I think we've just got notes and all of that sort of stuff. We can see it, but we're just not looking at the full presentation.
Stop share. Let's try that one.
Beautiful. Thank you. Please carry on.
So we offer a turnkey and custom solution and work closely with organisers to capture their requirements for exhibitions, events and custom projects. Our team are consistently recognised for our excellence within the industry, and our most recent win being the EEAA Awards for Excellence, taking out Best Supplier Team event for the 17th Sport Accord Sport and Business Summit, which took place in the Gold Coast. As part of this event, we delivered feature areas, registration and back of house operational areas, activating the entire Gold Coast Convention Centre. This is just an image of one of the lounge areas which we delivered at the event. We offer a wide range of options for exhibition booth systems to suit any budget, theme or requirements. These systems include octagon booths as showcased in our standard white infills here in this image, and our Velcro and our Corinthian Velcro compatible booths which come in royal blue or black. These two systems make up our standard exhibition systems. We also have a maximum system which boasts a square profile post and is best suited for feature area builds. In addition to our previous standard systems, we have also introduced our more premium systems being Aluvision, Infinity, and Grande systems to give exhibitors a more premium flush finish. Each of the systems are compatible with PVC and fabric banner and other eco-friendly upgrades and can be configured to various sizes and designs. ExpoNet are proud to be accredited as a COVID-safe business. As part of our new range tailored to delivering events in a COVID-safe environment, we offer a number of COVID-safe solutions, including signage to guide social distancing, as showcased here by one of our exhibitors at a World of Drones event in November last year on the Gold Coast. Hand sanitizing units with freestanding options through to wall mounted. Each of these have signage upgrades to suit any budget. We also have acrylic guards, which can be used in both organizer areas or exhibitor point of sales, as seen in this stand render. Here you'll see that it's used in combination with our signage and sanitizing stations. We've also reinvigorated some of our feature areas to accommodate for social distancing, signage and hand sanitisation. Our team in Brisbane were very excited to deliver our first consumer exhibitions at the Gold Coast Convention and Exhibition Centre for this year. This show bumped in last week. As part of this project, we delivered a COVID-safe entrance feature with a dedicated entry and exit point. We also delivered socially distanced seminar theatres with spaced out seating to accommodate social distancing, complying with square metre capacity requirements for the state. At ExpoNet, we are committed to a sustainable future. As a product and service provider to the events and exhibitions, we are inherently sustainable through our hire services. These services include bill system materials which are reusable and recyclable, low voltage LED lights as standard for our booth packages, providing power saving and efficiency, and strategic planning around our warehouse and stock transfer to minimise our impact to the environment. With our industry starting to ramp up again, common themes and requirements we have embraced is, of course, providing a COVID-safe environment to our clients, staff and wider community, sustainable and cost-effective solutions to help spread our clients' marketing dollar further, and of course, the excitement of being able to run face-to-face meetings and events again. Lastly, I'd like to touch on one of our recent deliveries for the 2021 Australian Open, which I was very excited to have been a part of. Over the course of 4 months of being on site, our Melbourne team delivered over 70 operational environments to service workers, players and officials of the event. One of our key highlights was our contribution to setting up the player quarantine area, including player gyms, as seen in this image here, and also showcased on some of the news reports and newspapers that you may have seen. COVID testing facilities and breakout areas for both staffing and players to be used throughout the tournament and during the quarantine period. And also some other functioning areas such as uniform distribution centres, where we utilise a number of our walling systems to create COVID-safe solutions. Thank you for listening, everyone. Again, I'm Akila from ExpoNet, and I look forward to hearing any questions you may have. I'll pass it on to Alana now from the Arts Centre Melbourne.
Hi everyone, thank you so much. I will just start my presentation shortly. Beautiful. Okay, so thank you so much for everyone for joining in today. My name is Alana from the Arts Centre Melbourne, centrally located in the heart of the Melbourne Arts Precinct. Not only will you find the home of music, dance and theatre, but at Arts Centre Melbourne, you'll uncover a unique point of difference when hosting your next corporate event. The highly qualified conferences, meetings and events team at Arts Centre Melbourne ensures that every event is delivered in a seamless fashion by providing expert advice and assistance every step of the way. With uniquely designed rooms hosting a variety of colour and sophistication, at Arts Centre Melbourne, you can be guaranteed the wow factor for your next event. Please enjoy the following video to see just some of one of the things that we have on offer. Positioned in the heart of one of culinary capitals of the world, our team prides itself on delivering a truly exceptional hospitality experience. With a passion for flavour, freshness and innovation, Executive Chef, along with his culinary team, have crafted an annually changing menu that showcases the best in local seasonal produce. Event organisers can choose from one of our curated menus or let the team at Arts Centre Melbourne tailor a bespoke menu to suit the theme and style of your event. Our goal is to purchase in-season fresh produce from local farms, vineyards and breweries. We believe that we have an important role when it comes to sourcing local produce from our Victorian businesses wherever possible. Overlooking the Yarra River and stunning city views, we're 3 minutes walk from Flinders Street Station, with tram, bus and taxi services located directly at the front door. A central location also puts us within ease and walking distance of many of Melbourne's accommodation offerings. Our in-house team of highly experienced audiovisual technicians and state-of-the-art equipment are available to hire within each of our event spaces. Our dedicated team ensure that all of your requirements are delivered seamlessly and professionally. Complimentary internet access is available for all guests, and with the recent shift towards more online content, here is a short video on how we can help you connect with your audience. However, if you are really looking for that point of difference, we've actually got the most amazing opportunities that we can share with you and your guests. Outside of our 10 dedicated event spaces, we can enhance your guest experience through things like backstage tours and a personalised behind the scenes experience. A walk through the Australian Music Vault, where you will find the largest collection of the Australian music industry and history. A specifically designed and curated private collections tour. Or a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, why not host your guests with a dinner on stage? Thank you all so much for your time today. At Arts Centre Melbourne, we have you covered, so please don't hesitate to be in contact.
All right, thank you so much, Alana. That was absolutely fantastic. Just going to get my video back up. And there we go, that looks a bit better. So if you do have any questions, please put them into the Q&A box below, and we can get our presenters all back up, and they can answer any questions for you. Sorry, I'm just getting the question box. Sarah, if you can just see if there are any questions, please, because I just can't see them at the moment. I'm sorry.
You don't have any questions just yet, but people might be thinking of some. One moment.
Sorry, we will be sending this out. Thanks, Sarah. We will be sending this recording out along with information from all of our presenters today. So if you do have any questions or any further information, you can contact each of our presenters directly. That would be fantastic. And we do also record, as I said, record this and we send it out. It's also available on our YouTube channel if you do wish to share with any colleagues in the industry. Just let me know, Sarah, if there's any questions. Otherwise, if there's not, we've obviously been very informative today.
So we've just got one question that's come through from Garth. What extra costs do you see event organisers to incur during COVID?
Thanks, Sarah.
It's a really interesting one. It does depend on the event itself. We at the Arts Centre aren't putting any additional costings due to cleaning or anything like that onto our event managers currently. We are actually taking the cost on ourselves. It is a requirement that we need to provide as a venue. So there is no, with any sort of signage and things like that, there's no additional costings currently to clients that we're passing on.
And I don't know if Michael or Akela, if you want to answer that as well.
Thank you so much. Great question. There's no additional costs at W Melbourne for any COVID safe. We've basically taken the line of that it's the way of doing business at the moment. However, if anyone did want to order something specifically, then that would obviously incur a natural cost. An example being if there was some special lunch requirement or dinner requirement that you wanted specifically for that, individual boxes or something branded, then we could obviously provide that. But there's no additional costs outside of our normal operation. In addition to that, our cancellation terms have been also adjusted for this period as well. So all of our group agreements and event agreements have a pandemic and COVID clause in it as well. So should anything happen again, fingers crossed that it doesn't, we obviously have that safeguard in there for both the client and also the hotel.
Fantastic. And Akela?
From our point of view, we work very closely with all organisers and venues, and ourselves, we don't have any additional fees or anything for working in a COVID safe environment, where we have to, work our staff in smaller groups and things like that. But we do have our offerings of the hand sanitising stations and the stickers and everything to support venues and organisers, and with that we try to make them as affordable as possible to stretch that money out for them, and with that we have close relationships with a lot of our clients and are quite flexible and plan to work with everyone on the ongoing in case of any further cancellations or postponements.
Okay, thank you so much. I can, by a miracle, I can see the questions now, which is fantastic. Michael, this is for you. How many other restaurants are being opened in May?
Brilliant, great question, and thank you. Our signature restaurant will open, which is called Warabi. It is our Japanese restaurant. The reason we're opening it in May is we want this to be our standout dining experience that will remix Japanese cuisine in Melbourne. We didn't want to open it with the fanfare of W either, so we wanted it to stand on its own 2 feet. So we'll open that one in May this year. And in addition to that was our Culprit, which will be our cafe and wine bar space, also adjacent to Lolo, our current restaurant. So we've got 2 additional restaurant spaces opening that will complement Lolo, Wet and Curious, our 3 current open dining spaces in the hotel, with 2 to follow, Warabi and also Wet, and so also Culprit, which will open in May.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Michael. And a question for all of you, really. Are you providing QR codes, or is that something that we must organise ourselves?
So we are definitely providing a QR code upon entry to the building, where guests and visitors do need to check in and provide details which are kept secure, and then so they don't have to actually provide their own QR code. We actually do that as people arrive and come into the building.
Yeah, and W Melbourne has also adopted the Victorian government QR codes. So from a data security point of view and an ease of use, the Victorian government QR codes are in use in all of our food and beverage outlets, our event floor, and also our hotel.
From our end, so we're obviously a little bit different, being the builders of the show. We don't so much have QR codes for visitors or organisers, but ourselves, we have implemented a scanning QR code for all of our staff that come on site. So at the start of their shifts, they'll sign on with the project manager and sign off again, and that is our contact tracing. In the event of an outbreak, that data is available and can be given to the organisers or venue to assist with contact tracing.
Fantastic. And I think that's all for now. if there's any more questions coming through.
We've just got one more question from Jess. Are you providing QR codes or is this something?
Yeah, we just did that.
Perfect. We've got all questions answered then. Thank you very much.
Sorry. Yes, so we think we are all good. Yep, that's all good. So we will thank you so much for joining us today, everybody. And thank you for your questions. Sorry, it is a little bit, sometimes it's quite difficult to manage the multiple screens and the questions coming through. We very much thank Alana, Michael and Akila for joining us today. So great to see these great new venues in Melbourne and venues opening back up again, and some really unique opportunities there. Also with ExpoNet, some great functional, practical solutions there for events, particularly running events in a COVID safe environment. So it's great to have those experts that are here to help. Once again, if you do need anything, don't hesitate to contact us at Melbourne Convention Bureau. Otherwise, we will see you in our next webinar, which will take place in April. Thank you.